I don't actually have anybody here. It's the weekend, and I'm sure. Primarily, just wanted to start off just so that I could do things in terms of like all pro players use ACOG and stuff, but or ACOGs. Mess around there while talking and updating. I'm gonna try it at 36, but leave this one at 25. Yeah, let's see how that works. Because I know I was having trouble wanting to change. So I'm actually changing a few different things here. Changing that. So this is I forget who did it. It is another YouTuber. He had it was like a 20-minute long video, tips how to get better at Siege, and he just laid a few different quick changes in the settings. He said, and I'll recap here, and if anything, I'll look for his video again after I'm done streaming and put a link in the description. Um, but yeah, so he said horizontal sensitivity, put it higher than your vertical sensitivity because it'll help you with recoil management. I've always kept these dead zones as small as possible. I forget where that advice came from. I always leave aim assist disabled just because it's always disabled in everything else, so it doesn't make sense to play with it in Terrorist Hunt. Aim down sights, I've had it at 40, but none of my sensitivity settings are fixed. Like those are going to be messed around with. But the guy was saying change your gadget deployment from hold to toggle. Um, and in which case, I guess with toggle, you can stop deploying a gadget after you've started, which gives you the chance to, like, if somebody comes up on you, you have the chance to stop and fight back. So I changed that. It's probably going to throw me off. What was the other thing? Yes, supply changes. It was subtitles. So he was saying with subtitles, when you enable them, you actually will see the callouts of the enemy team. So if the enemy team member says that they're reloading, and even if you wouldn't necessarily hear it because let's say your teammate's chatting or something, a little subtitle will pop up on the bottom of the screen. So apply that, and then I had this. I changed this to custom. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me just change my preferences for Terrorist Hunt and leave it as only classic. There we go. Apply, and we should be good. Okay, the last thing I wanted to do, let me just get. I've been using. Who's a good gun to just use as a baseline? I'm just going to use Ash's R4C. And I will. What I'm going to do is buy all the sites for it. Because I think it can take all of the sites, yeah. So I'm going to buy these other sites. And I'm going to play 4 matches. And just play each match as a lone terrorist hunt. And just run one with each of the sites. Because to see what I like the most, I guess. So yeah, let's run it. Yeah, Lone Wolf. But yeah, if you notice, I know I had a few people point it out to me last night. Yeah, that even though my schedule says 10 to 12 on weekends, I'll usually play a little after 12, or sometimes a lot after 12. Like last night, I think I played till like 4:30, but we were having so much fun. So, but yeah, on weekdays I'm pretty strict about ending at 12 because I gotta work, and then and yeah, currently my wife just got a job, so I might be changing around the stream times. But if anything, I'll let you guys know.
Eliminate the terrorists.
So let's see. I'm trying the red dot first, and albeit this is my warm-up match, so. So that's secured, so I'm gonna peek here. Oh, oh. I mean, the red dot's not bad. bad. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. I feel like I'm getting decent. Oh! There we go. Oh! I think that's upstairs. I mean, I don't know. The red dot seems... See, but that's the thing. It's hard, really hard, because then I might get into a match and find that I'm not killing anybody, because terrorist hunt isn't the best representation. But I do... I don't know. I switched to ACOG, and the trouble is, like... A lot of the times I'll make a switch, but I'm also playing and getting better over time anyway, so it's really hard to narrow down whether an increase in my performance in terms of like stats and win-loss and stuff is just because I'm learning maps better or because, you know, I changed like a site. So many things here. There it is. Oh, jeez. Like, I'm obviously much better at keeping my reticle at head level now, so that I can get those headshots off. You know, and like changes like that make it difficult to assess whether, you know, oh, am I playing this new operator better because, or like, are my stats for this new operator better because I'm better, or because this is legit, you know, my operator to use. There we go. Whee! Oh. I think that's the first damage I've taken all match. Did I already clear this area? Can't remember. I don't think so. That was pretty bad. Oh! Meant to lean in there. Oh no!
Get your ass in.
3 hostiles.
There.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
The red dot seems decent. I don't know. That's the thing. I feel like it's all personal preference. And it's really hard. Like, there's not a... Like, if one site was, like, 1.2 zoom, and the other was 1 zoom, and the other was, you know, 2.5 and 2, and they, like, had some sort of major difference, it'd be different. But they don't. So it makes it hard to know which one to use. So I'll run probably Reflex next, and just stick with the 1x sites before going to the ACOG. And Reflex, I think, was the site that I ran the most starting the game. But I switched from Reflex to Hollow, and then I switched from Hollow to ACOG. So we'll see how I do here.
Eliminate all hostiles.
Dang it. I'm not going to go in there. What? That,
All friendlies have been eliminated.
I mean, I should have switched to my secondary there, but I don't know. I'm gonna try, I guess, again. But I feel like I was missing more shots for some reason. And again, there's no, like, quantifiable data here. It's just feelings. But I do feel like I was missing more of my shots. So we'll see. Let's try it one more time just to see if that was a fluke. But if a similar thing happens here, then I at least know that the red dot is better than the reflex.
Eliminate
Especially
the
if this is my second match, you know, and I expected my first match to be worse in terms of, like, aim. But we'll see what happens here. Oh, this isn't even barricaded. Okay. I don't know why, I just feel like I'm having a harder time, oh. Like, I feel like, for some reason, I don't know. I feel like I was hitting more headshots and keeping on target more with the red dot. Dang it! Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say no to the reflex. I mean, I'm getting stuck in crappy situations, but I'm gonna have to say no to the reflex. It just doesn't... Twice the same thing of, like, not hitting those headshots happened, where the red dot I was hitting those, I feel, consistently. And oh, no, cancel. And at the end of the day, I'll go back and redo the red dot to see, but I just feel like that was significantly worse. And twice, so I don't feel like it was a fluke. Let's go to the hollow. And it's kind of interesting because I did notice a pretty big jump when switching from the reflex to the hollow, and I never really tried the red dot, to be honest. I just don't remember trying it. But I did notice a big jump when switching from reflex to something else. Huh. That was a lucky headshot. I'll admit that. Oh. I feel like the holographic's doing well. I don't know if it's necessarily as good as the red dot. Like, I felt like the red dot was... I don't know, I just felt really confident and really strong with it. But I feel like this one is... I feel like it's doing better than Reflex for sure. But, I don't know. Could have swore one was... Ah! Where was that at? Bless you. That was good. There we go. It's the first invite rolling in. I knew it'd be good invites. But I actually have to eat dinner that my wife so graciously brought home.
3 hostiles remaining.
Back in your...
Where did I leave someone? Okay.
Op 4 eliminated.
So, like, this was good, but I don't know if it was any better than the red dot, or if it was equal to the red dot, you know. I'll try the ACOG next, and then I'm going to probably take a break to eat real quick before hopping back on. I'm just going to do one more because I'm in the middle of like testing something. And then I'm going to take a break to eat with you. Oh, I'm going to. And then I'll do the ACOG. That's the last one. Okay, let's run with the ACOG. I really need to save my renown for new operators, but I keep spending it on attachments.
Eliminate the terrorists.
So let's see how this one works out. You can see I've tried to more or less keep my path that I'm taking the same. That's barricaded from the inside, so I bet. So this one is definitely better for holding an angle, but those quick like pivots to hit somebody in a corner or something. Where? Yeah, when I need to like quickly pivot to hit somebody in a corner or something, it just doesn't work as well. And you know what? I don't. And huh? I didn't do anything to your chair. Pull out the side thing. Ah! 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 I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It might just end up between the red dot and the hollow for me. Like, this is good if I'm holding an angle and waiting for somebody to come. Like, if I knew, for example, somebody was going to walk here, I can just hold this and get a headshot. But the thing is, even when you want, and I mean, and there, like, I snapped the headshot off real quick. But I just feel like even though, I don't know. It's, so there, I can snap headshots off quick at range with this. But if, like if I turn this corner, like see this situation here, I would have rather had the red dot or the hollow. You know, because it was just very. I mean, I guess I got through it. I don't know. What happened? Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Are you driving back? Oh, oh. Okay. Love you. Sorry. I mean, looking at health, I'm barely alive at the end of this one. You know, uh, and really at any point I could turn a corner and get killed. Versus the others where I feel like,
Hostiles remaining.
like specifically the red dot and the hollow. Like right there, that right there, the red dot, I feel like I would have gotten the headshot on. That quick switch, I had to just kind of spray it, and ultimately knife. So, and the thing is, reflex is off the table for sure. This is not a viable tactic, I don't think. But, and I feel like the ACOG did worse, and I'll actually play another one since my wife went back to Wendy's, and I'll just hop off mid-match if anything. I feel like ACOG did worse, simply because in those close engagements, you can't get on target as quickly. Going to try out the red dot again and see if I have a similar performance as that first time. And then probably the holographic again. I just feel like with the ACOG, like for multiplayer, for ranked, if somebody's spawn peeking or something, great.
Eliminate
It's gonna
all of the
do
terrorists.
really well there. You know, but then, you know, if you're clearing a room, and I think that's, like right there, look at that. That with the ACOG, that stuff wasn't happening, I don't feel. And it's still, this red dot is still able to get me a shot off there, you know? I'm actually gonna enter from over here. Like, it's not like all of a sudden at range this becomes ineffective or something. And and you know what? It's different too. It's different too on you know, I was saying a lot of pro players use ACOG. It's different on PC too, where they're mostly playing. And I know this because I've gone from console to PC with other shooters, where you know your movement and the way you get things on shot are a lot different. If he's upstairs. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the red dot is... I mean, I'll have to try the holographic again to give it a fair... shot. And I'll admit I'm not hitting necessarily headshots every time. But I'm getting on target and putting enough bullets there that they're not hitting me. And that's not something that was happening with, for example, the reflex. Which is kind of surprising. I wouldn't think that it'd have that big of a difference, but you know, it seems like it does. And see, like there, that was an engagement where typically that's going to be the longest range you've got. And I was still able to pull off a headshot relatively easily. So it's not like... It's not like... Oh! Oh, I thought he was in that corner. So it's not like all of a sudden I'm not hitting my mark.
Three hostiles remaining.
Like that. You know, that's a clean shot, headshot and everything. And you know, I've taken no damage just because I'm hitting them that fast. And albeit, multiplayer is totally different than terrorist. But like if I'm hitting targets, you know, and keeping... Where like the reflex, for example, I was not hitting targets fast enough, and it just wasn't, you know, and I got killed every time I used it. The Hollow I think I took a little bit of damage on, but it wasn't much, so let's, I guess, play that again. And probably my wife will get back sort of around the time that one ends, and yeah. And then I'll cut the stream there. This will just kind of be a little, I guess, testing optics, and I'll probably just rename it. And then, yeah, I'll cut the stream there, and stream again tonight later on for some, like, ranked, or at least casual play. I don't know what the guys are going to feel up to tonight. So this time I'm going to run the holographic, and let's see. Let's see if that one delivers, if that one round was just kind of a little fluke, or if there's something to the red dot that I wasn't seeing before.
Eliminate all of the terrorists.
And I mean, if you're coming in watching this, I encourage you to do this yourself. You know, because it's not like I can tell you, hey, this is going to make you more accurate. That's just not how. That's just not how it works. You know, I'm doing this based on my own personal taste and what seems to be working for me. And that may be totally different than what works for you. Yeah, that may, you know, what's working for me may be totally different from what works for you. So, you know, don't take this test as like oh, the red dot is the best attachment for PS4 players, because it may not be. But it, just based on this very unscientific... Yeah, you know what? I might have to give this a red dot. I think that right... Oh. What? You know what I think it is? I feel like the red dot's individual dot, like the center... Oh, gosh. So I feel like the red dot's little individual dot is larger than this one, than the holographics. Possibly. I'm going to have to look at it again. But I feel like it's larger than the holographics. And so when I start shooting with the holographics, I lose... Like, look, when I'm looking at this bloodstain or this red rug, or like, for example, this bloodstain, I've lost the sight. I don't know what... And I mean, I kind of know the center, but like, I've lost the sight in this bloodstain. And when I look at this rug, the little dot doesn't stick out at all. And so I wonder if that's part of what's playing into why I feel like I'm performing with the red dot better. Because I think that little dot for the red dot is larger. But I'll have to confirm. Because, like, I just feel like the reflex, I felt like I lost the sight entirely. Like, once I started shooting, I couldn't see where I was shooting. The ACOG, it wasn't that I would lose the sight or anything, but I couldn't get on target fast enough and accurately enough, if that makes sense. Like, in a close quarter setting and in a rapid setting. But this one, once I start shooting, once I'm hitting things and there's blood splattering, I just feel like I lose the sight. Like, I have an idea, I think, of the bigger ring's location, so I'm still getting my shots there. And maybe unlike the reflex, it provides like a better sight picture or something, I don't know. So I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, the second stuff starts flying, I'm not able to find my reticle. Jeez, that looks like fun. That was bad. But yeah, so, and you can see it right there. Like, once I start shooting and things start happening, basically, I don't necessarily see where I'm shooting, and I'm only adjusting based on where I'm hitting, if that makes sense. So in that case, I saw I was hitting to the right, I moved left, and then I hit too far left, I moved back right. Where the red dot, it felt more like I was adjusting the actual placement of my dot. Like, and you see it right there. You know, and it's not like I'm firing full auto. I'm doing 3-round bursts, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. But I'm losing. I'm losing the placement of that dot. Or like there, and maybe it has to do with the muzzle smoke. Because look, you can see there the smoke from my shots was obscuring that second person, and maybe the red dot does a better job at hiding that or something. I'm gonna have to go back to the red dot real quick and see. And I mean, albeit these are very close, I'm picking at whatever little things I'm grasping. This isn't like, you know, like the reflex. You guys saw I died each time I used it. It's nothing like that. This is me picking at whatever little thing I can grasp at to choose what might possibly be the best one, you know? So let's run the red dot again. I'm going to look at the dot size and see if it is bigger, and then just run it until, I guess, my wife gets home, at which point I will stop and eat with her. Yeah, let's run to that. So let's see.
Eliminate all of the terrorists.
Yeah, so I feel like the dot is definitely bigger, and I feel like that might be what's contributing. And let me just unscientifically here. Hold on. When I'm shooting, I feel like I'm seeing less muzzle smoke with the red dot than the hollow, and that could be a very interesting thing. Is if there is less for whatever reason. Because you can see it there, you can see the amount, and you see it a little bit, but, and maybe, you know what, let me go inside to test this, really, because maybe this is something outside. Let's peek through here, it's clear, let's hop in, and I'm just gonna, let's just do it while I'm shooting at people. It's coming from over here. There's smoke, but it doesn't seem as bad. I'm gonna go try to get to that same room real quick and see if maybe it was just the room. I think I was in the trophy room, like hiding behind one of the shelves, so I'll just go somewhere downstairs. This is horrible. That's what happens when I rush. thought I turned subtitles on. I didn't see that guy at all. See, I would have seen him, I think, with an ACOG. Snuck up on from behind. Okay. So this was where I was shooting before, I think, and we'll see. No, I guess it was just the room in maybe that instance. Okay, just got 7 more enemies. See if I can't sprint around and kill them real quick, because my wife just got back. Boop, boop, boop. Hello? Oh, you know what it is? I bet they're in the kitchen. It's always where they are. And probably in here too. Nobody's in there.
Enemies remaining.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to end the stream right here, and I'll be back on later.